Hello guys, and welcome to this quick video for us to finally understand how to see the order of eruption on panoramic radiographs or OPGs. First, let's take a look in this case here because this is a case of mixed dentition, a 10-year-old patient, and this is very good because we can see the difference between permanent and deciduous teeth. Let's see how. First, take a look at the teeth that are erupted already, and then we are going to see the ones who are not erupted already. So let's see this. We have these teeth here, so they are erupted, right? So this is erupted, this is erupted. So all this area here are erupted in the maxilla, and all this area here are erupted teeth in the mandible. Let me remove those now. All right. We need to understand that not all of them are deciduous teeth. Let's understand this. First of all, here we have the germ of the second molar, of course, so the second molar will be here. That's very common. And then this one is already the permanent first molar, all right? So permanent first molars are here. They are bigger than the deciduous molars, so you can actually compare with the molars that are adjacent to those. All right, then take a look at this. Very clear aspect. We have the deciduous molars, and deciduous first and second molars are always on top of the first and second permanent premolars. Take a look at this. So we have the deciduous first and second molars, D or E teeth, and then we have the first and second permanent premolars below them. So very clear. Very easy to remember. All right, now look at the canines. The C's, so the letter C, of course. So the deciduous canines are smaller, they are erupted, and all the permanent canines are deeper than the other permanent teeth. And that's also very common for you to remember. Look the permanent canines here. So they are not erupted yet, and they are actually lower than the other permanent teeth, of course, right? So another very important aspect for you to remember. On the other side, we have the same. The deciduous molars are here on top of the permanent premolars. First permanent molar is here, all right? So that's the 3-6, for example, and then the germ of the 3-7 is here, the same for 2-7 and 2-6, all right? Very clear stuff. Okay. We have some superimpositions, there are other aspects of this case, of course, but let's see now something that you guys maybe didn't realize. We have here these central incisors, and they are bigger than the other incisors and anterior teeth, because they are permanent already, right? So they are permanent teeth, the central incisors, because they already erupted, and even the two lower central incisors, right? They are already erupted. That's why you are not seeing the deciduous central incisors. Otherwise, they would be on top of these ones. So very clear aspect, very easy to remember. The apices are still open even though they are erupted because the apices will take longer to form, to close. Okay, so that's also very easy aspect. Now you can count all the teeth because you already know the normal positions. And then if there is a mesodense or a supernumerary tooth, then you'll be able to realize immediately because you know the correct positions. Here, for example, we are not seeing the root of the deciduous lateral incisor to resorb. And this would be a little bit more common. For this at 10 years old, for example, this root would be a little bit more resorbed usually, all right? But okay, so we can see the lateral incisor, the permanent one in position, coming, and then we can follow up this situation, all right? So these are the most important aspects of the order of eruption on OPGs. Hope you guys liked. If you guys liked, please hit the like button, and see you guys on the next videos.